What's up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And yeah, California Air Resource Board just got slapped down again. So did the state of California itself, by the EPA this time. And yeah, all of that talk about how California, they get special exemptions, they get to set their own rules, that's over. 100% over. We're out in the M5 today, guys, and you know, I've talked about this sponsor before, and I got to talk about it again. It's important. So I just want to give you a quick word from our video sponsor, Delete Me. You know, your personal info is way more exposed than you think. I didn't realize how bad it was until someone brought up an address that I haven't lived in like 15 years, right? That's not a coincidence. It's what they call data brokers. So there are these companies out there that collect all of your personal information, and they sell your personal info, name, phone number, old addresses, even your family connections, acquaintances, things of that nature, and they pull it all from public records and random websites. Now, what's crazy about this is they bundle it into like a dossier or a profile, and then they sell it to anyone willing to pay for it. Scammers love this stuff because it allows them to try to prove that they're you, to take over accounts and all kinds of other stuff. Now, I'm not interested in making their job easier, obviously not, right? So I use Delete Me. They go after these data broker sites and they get your information removed and keep monitoring it month after month because new listings can pop up all the time. So I want to show you real quick. This is my Delete Me report right here. I'm cut to over here so you guys can see it. You can see exactly where my data showed up, which is nowhere because they've been doing a hell of a job with my information. And it's already been taken down. So like, that's why it says 0 across the board, right? They saved me hours of me having to reach out and contact all of these places individually. And honestly, I wouldn't even know where to start if I had to do it on my own anyway. Bottom line, I don't want my personal details floating around on the internet, okay? That's how people show up at your house. That's how you have all kinds of, it's just not a fun time, okay? And this handles it for me. If you want to lock in and lock down your info, go to joindeleteme.com/TK Garage. That link will get you 20% off what the normal price is. And yes, the video is sponsored by Delete Me, and I use it myself. I've talked to you guys multiple times about all the different products that I do use. I only promote things that I actually use here on the channel. So there you have it. Go check it out. joindeleteme.com/TK's Garage. So a major shout out to Delete Me, one of the great sponsors here on the channel. We truly appreciate them. So yes, the California Air Resource Board has lost all of the waivers, all of the stuff that they were using to try to set emissions rules, not even in their state or even in the country, has been pulled back. They had this Clean Trucks 2 BS, and you know, the feds had taken them to court over it. But now the EPA just said, yeah, no, we're just gonna take all your waivers away from the Clean Air Act. You no longer have them. You cannot set policy, because what they're doing basically is unconstitutional. They are literally interfering in interstate commerce and international commerce. I mean, think about this, right? They were literally trying to have, I'll give you an example, trucks that were coming out of Mexico, bringing products from Mexico. If they came into California, they would be subject to this Clean Trucks 2 inspection nonsense, right? And the trucks would have to be compliant with whatever in California. California has tried to do that with state reps, and you can't drive this car here because you have a big turbo on it and a modified exhaust. That's not how that works, jackasses. And with this move by the EPA, it does set that up to go after the state of California for things like that. It's not just the waivers from EPA. It's now they can go after them for state reffing cars and all this other stuff. Like, other states can say, hey man, this is interfering in interstate commerce. Like, it opens up a lot of stuff. It opens California up to basically get sued multiple times. So I'm here for it. 100% I'm here for it. Now, what does this mean? What is this going to change? Well, it will change the fact that if you're a semi-truck driver, if you have a trucking company, you won't have to, you're not going to have to follow these dumbass rules. California is going to consistently try to push and, push that envelope to continue to push their crazy narrative of, their environmental policy. But luckily, we have an administration and a federal government that is pushing back and saying, hey, no, you can't do that. It's unconstitutional. So I saw this come out from Lee Zeldin the other day, and he was very clear about it. He said, hey, if you want to buy a gas car, go buy a gas car. If you want to buy a hybrid, go buy a hybrid. If you want to buy an EV, go buy an EV. But none of them should be mandated by the state or the government. It should be freedom of choice. You should be able to pick whatever you want for whatever meets your needs. The government does not need to have its nose in, individual people's business to force them to make decisions. It's common sense. So I'm happy to see this. I know that they, sorry for the sunglasses, guys, but it's getting bright in here. I know that they, had already had the court cases and stuff pending, where the feds are going after them. What I'm wondering at this point, though, is how long is it until the EPA and or the federal government goes to, or tries to have the federal government put in an injunction or something stopping the California Air Resource Board from being able to set these policies, period, right? We shouldn't have to be going back and forth and the feds having to check them every single time for whatever the situation is or whatever they're doing, okay? We shouldn't have to do that. But that's the way that the current situation is. Well, not a super long video today. I just want to know what you guys think about the news of the EPA pulling back all these waivers. We're still waiting. They were supposed to already drop the pullback of the endangerment finding. That hasn't happened yet, which is a little shocking to me. I thought that would be done already. I don't know what the holdup is there. Maybe do they know it's a done deal, so they're just trying to hold it as a positive press thing in case something bad press happens. I don't know. But I think that needs to get moving, because it also is going to help manufacturers set what they're going to be doing, for the foreseeable future. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Major shout out to our people again over at Delete Me for sponsoring today's video. And make sure you go check out the second channel, Auto Intel Daily. Maybe I'll tag it in the description down below as well, as we're going to be having a bulk or a bunch of our videos going live there here in the near future. Anyways, until next time, stay petty, my friends.